Hey, this is the Daily Overpass. My name is Eric and I make apps. Now today I want to talk about coming back to London for the day. Okay, so today I'm in London for some business meetings with some clients, which has been kind of nice. You know, every so often it's nice to dress up and go, you know, back to the corporate life for a little while, but just as a visitor, right? It reminds me, and this morning getting on the train and you know, it was the same as, you know, every time I come into London, it's bittersweet. Like I miss, you know, being in London every day. It was kind of nice. It was exciting, and you know, a lot of architecture, and there's so much to see. You work with some of the best people in the world, but you also, you know, you're packed like a sardine. You know, getting on a train, you know, coming into the city and everything like that. Like to give you an example, right now it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. My meetings are done. I'm sitting in a park, you know, filming the video. I'm at Holborn. I'm at some square near Holborn, you know, close to where the client site was. And you know, but when I was working here, it was like, you know, you get up early, whatever, you know, and leave the house at around 6:45, get on a 7:15 train, get into the office by, you know, 8:45, and then pretty much sit at a desk all day, and then, you know, maybe go for a walk at lunchtime. And that was one thing when I was working here at a corporate life, is I'd always go out at lunch. I'd always take my full lunch hour, right? Because for me, I'm still kind of a tourist, even though, you know, I've been living here for like 18 years. I love to walk around London. I love being in London. Getting into and out of London, I don't like. And I know that a lot of people I worked with, you know, they'd always want to go down to the canteen, whatever investment bank or building it was, and I'd always want to go out for a walk and, you know, and just really explore, because there's so much to see. And you know, because I don't live in London, I live outside, but I would make the 2-hour commute in every day. And this morning, you know, and just when I think, you know, I really miss it, you know, then I come in for a day and I packed on a train, you know, it's just, you know, standing room only. You go to some meetings, and the meetings are nice, you know, everybody's nice, but you think, you know, it's the antithesis of when you're trying to do things on your own. When you know, it reminded me, like for a while, was doing the apps, and I was also contracting. So it was like getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and working with the developers offshore, and trying to get everything done, but then getting on the train and rushing off into town, and you know, everything was rush, and then I sit at a desk and it just seemed like everything slowed down, you know, because when you have only a limited amount of time for yourself, you try to make it work, you know, as much as you can, but when you go with, you know, other companies and stuff, there's a lot of meetings, there's a lot of decision making, there's a lot of let's discuss this at length. And one of the nice things about being able to do things on your own is to make your own snap decisions, and just say, like, you know, you know, what should we do with this? Let's do this. Let's go that way. Let's go this way. And you know, even with client work, a lot of times the reason it's slower, the reason it costs more, is because you can't make those snap decisions. Everything has to become like a meeting, or just like, you know, it takes longer to make the decisions and stuff like that, which isn't bad. It's just, you know, just the way it is. So anyway, today it was just a really short video, just really, because I was thinking I want to have like a London backdrop, and you know, that was my whole objective. So just so you guys know that, you know, my office is not like, you know, at some sound stage or something. I don't know what you think, but anyway. And I want to say a big thanks to John. I don't know if you guys have seen it. He posted a comment this morning where he looked at one of my apps and he did like a little review of it, and it was cringeworthy. John, I was sweating. I was like, you know, I was watching that this morning just before coming off here, and it was quite a blow to the confidence, I have to say, you know, before going to meet with clients. So Secret Agent typing and Bubble Bath typing are two of the typing games I did. I think the last time they were actually published was in 2013. They were done by an Indian company, and it was like one of the situations, they're like some of the ones that I'm really not proud of, and every so often I think about just removing them out of pure embarrassment. But they, you know, every so often they'll get an okay review. Like, they're not the, you know, as shameful as it may sound, every so often when I think about removing them, I think, no, they do make a little bit of money, and they get an okay reviews every so often. But John did this, you know, really good, you know, 15-minute long, you know, review of it, and I tell you what, I was so embarrassed. So if you haven't seen it, it's a really good video. It's on the iOS reviews video that I posted 2 days ago, and it's you know, just to let you know that, you know, when I say I'm not an expert, dude, man, I'm not an expert. And you know, that app was like, it was with an Indian company, and we did not have a really good designer. In fact, that's one of the reasons we use like all stock images on that, and we use like we reused the AirSpy logo for it, because the designs that they were coming out, they had a designer, but it was so awful, right? And every so often, that's one of the ones where I think I'm just going to go through and rewrite that, but I just haven't done it yet. And John, you raised some really good points on ways to improve it, and some things were just like embarrassing about it. Like when you saw the bubble bath typing in the alert box, man, I was just like, I seriously, I was watching it, and my son walked up and he says, who's that guy? I said, well, he's reviewing secret agent typing, and he goes, Dad, I've told you all this stuff. And I thought, I know, it's just, So anyway, thanks so much for that. I really appreciate all the time you put into it. It's really good. For those of you who want to see what not to do in an app, that's me. That's my embarrassment there. And then also want to see how to properly review an app and some of the ideas. And that's, have a look at that. It was on the iOS reviews video from the other day. So anyway, that's it for today. This is Eric Woolley signing off from London, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.